Hello, hello. Well, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here every single day with you, every single day of the year, to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. We've got epic troll slayers. Thank you for keeping us safe. And we've got a fantastic community because you've all been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. We're having, Boo Boo and I, we're having a disagreement. He keeps eating the plant, and I tell him no, and I tell him no, and and then I started spritzing him with water just a little bit, and he ran away, but then he'd come back and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. It's just like, oh man, really? I don't want a battle of will against a cat. Just don't eat the plant. Anyway, all right, yeah, Florida issues again. It'll be okay. But makes me feel guilty. I don't want to spritz him, but anyway. Hello. Thank you, Barney. That's very sweet. This kid said he's baiting you for attention. It could be. The art today, by the way, those of you, if you're new, hello. What we do is we get together every day but before we go down into the eternal bog, the bog of eternal stench that is modern politics, there's art, new art every single day. Colors. Today's nails are this color. We have pets, so we talk to each other. We're just supportive of each other, so then we can go down into the muck, look at the news, and then come back up. So this artwork today, this is actually from about 125 years ago. This is by René Beauclerc. I just thought it was beautiful. So I thought I would share. Oh, thank you for becoming a member, Kevin. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Bitty. So on today's episode, the head of FEMA didn't know that the U.S. has a hurricane season. It's like hiring somebody to head up NASA who's never heard of the moon. Brutal ads have started going out attacking House Republicans in vulnerable districts who voted for the big bonkers budget bill. Also, White House staffers have said that Trump is apocalyptically mad about the TACA acronym. So we will jump right in. David Richardson, come on down at 3 minutes 40 seconds in. Come on down for not knowing that the U.S. has a hurricane season. Okay. Oh, do send prayers to Chris in the chat. So please do. Yeah, I love that. Amy Jones and Lewis as well. Taco. Beekeeper's Tarot, taco. Anyway, we'll get to that. But we're starting with, actually make this at 420. Okay. David Richardson, the current head of FEMA, has baffled his staffers by noting he was not aware of the existence of a hurricane season in the U.S. Really? Oh, Ricky, thank you for that. Okay, now the department has released a statement that this was obviously a joke, because we haven't heard that before. Really? Really? Though people at the internal briefing said it was not portrayed as such at the time. Was he actually joking? Is he genuinely that stupid? You didn't know there was... He thinks tropical depression's a drink. Or if you get sad on vacation. Wow, 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 wow. Only the best people. Yeah. We know. Not only do we know there is a hurricane season, but we know the damage it can cause. This is what happens when you vote for idiots who want sycophants and not smart people who know what they're doing. And it was not a joke, no. How? How? Anyway, okay. Whoo! I am concerned. But instead of reading directly on FEMA, I wanted to go on to the second question because it's related. At 6 minutes and 50 seconds in, meteorologists, especially in coastal states, have been sounding the alarm that cuts to the National Weather Service have ensured that they're worried they cannot keep their viewers safe this year. So between the meteorology and the and FEMA, which has been hugely, well, I believe a lot of it's been defunded, although I don't know if any of that came under, there's so many of Dumpy's executive orders that have been overturned. I've heard anywhere from 80% to 96% of his executive orders have been overturned. So, but yeah, I mean, I think we've had our first tropical depression in the Atlantic. It's June. We're not even in hurricane season proper yet, I don't believe. Oh, Sherry, big hug. Big hug. We need the truth. We need the truth. Duh. It's called science. Oh, this is not great. Help each other as much as you can. These are all the cuts, all of the attacks. We know there are bad storms coming. We know, I mean, you don't need me to tell you. With climate change and not a whole lot getting in the way, no more rare meteorological phenomenon that would lessen the impact. And this is how they're going to move resources around. I wish I had something. Oh, thank you, Lovejoy. The hurricane season begins June 1st. Okay, so we're 3 days in. Thank you. Thank you. So, wow. What it is they always talk about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. When they were gifted golden bootstraps at birth, or they've had incredible luck and won golden bootstraps along the way. But this is because that's what they've created. Well, and then of course they complain because then their states get hit and suddenly they think the government should be helping them. And the government's been going, no. And then they're all mad. But we're stuck in this for a while. So we need to prepare. And just help each other and do what you can. Phyllis says there was a post today that FEMA's going to use last year's plans. I heard about that. Lovejoy says no. It's not this. Okay. There are going to be some bad storms. Please take care. Please, please, please take care. These are the people supporting this jerk. People in charge who don't know what they're talking about. There will be people hurt by this, and then MAGA will be on the defensive. You think? They voted. They voted for this. Unfortunately, the rest of us, this is not our lesson to learn, but maybe to some people it is. But we didn't vote for that jerk. We voted for Democrats, so okay. Amy Jones says, how can they use last year's plan? Because it's different areas each year. It's the lazy way to go. Anyway. All right. This was interesting. At 12 minutes, 15 seconds in, you don't say. Brutal ads have started going out attacking House Republicans in vulnerable districts, those who voted for the big bonkers budget bill. These ads showcase how lawmakers voted to strip their constituents of health care in favor of billionaires. Will these ads make a difference? Whew. Brutal ads. Truthful ads. Well, I mean, you got to do something. And it's going up against it's going up against whatever they're going to do on the MAGA side. There are a lot of people who don't see ads, though. I mean, honestly. I mean, I watch very little content that has ads because I watch so much YouTube. I'm on YouTube all the time. I have the paid thing on YouTube. Words are eluding me. I don't know what's up. Premium, YouTube Premium. I don't see a lot of ads, and a lot of people don't. Carolyn, thank you so much. Thank you. Makes a huge difference. Thank you. So a lot of people aren't going to see them. People are starting to realize, you think the GOP lied to us? You think Dumpy lied to us? No. Telling us what we wanted to hear, but they couldn't actually do it across the country. And now, how they're using the resources with the big bonkers budget bill, all the Republicans going forward with that, 2 of 1s. And on the right, all they're doing is spouting their right-wing nonsense, or frankly, I think we know in some places there's still lying going on. I mean, President Dumpster Fire himself just the other day said if this budget bill doesn't go through, that your taxes are going to go up 68%. Sure, Jan. Okay, it's going to go up 72%. It's going to go up 97%. Yeah. So, I don't understand how I don't know how anyone supported him in the first place, and I don't understand how he still has any followers. But considering how much people paid by pocketbook because of their pocketbook, the way prices have been going up, absolutely, Mr. Dill. We'll be talking about the Trumper tantrum here shortly. Yes, Riley. That's good. Adding insult to injury. It's just going to get worse, and it's just going to make Democrats look better. Yep. They're just stirring up this right-wing rhetoric on the right. This is walking away from helping, from decency, kindness, adding insult to injury with the legislation, creating a big, beautiful future for Democrats. That's what I'm getting. So keep on it, Democratic Party. Whatever we can think of. So, I mean, the whole taco thing, it wasn't social media. That started on Wall Street. Are you doing okay? Are you having a hard day? You smell very fresh. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Aw. Retellings of voices. There's a New York Times article on toxic empathy with the new MAGA word phrase. Yeah. Right, because, well, tell me how you're more Christian than everybody else. Yes, he's a good boo-boo. Oh, he's a good boo. And he's soft. He's very soft and sweet. He's a good boy. Hello, sweet pea. Hello, sweet pea. He's a good boy. Aw. I grab my phone. Oh, you are a sweetheart. Yes, you are. Things go very well if you leave my plants alone. Just leave her alone and we're good. Okay. There we go. Yes. Riley says, I see your lovely boy accessorizing your black top for you. Yes. I didn't choose to have a white cat. I had almost always had black cats. But this one came into my life, him and his brother. You're a good boy. Yes. All right. Just relax. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to go on to... It is, isn't it? It's Taco Tuesday. It is. Yes, the Zen Master. Yes, the Zen Master is back. We're going on to Taco Tuesday at 1940. He's a good boy. Okay. Excuse me. White House staffers say that Dumpy is apocalyptically mad about the TACA acronym. And his doctors are reportedly worried about his health. Although, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if they actually are, considering how much they've lied to us before, or if it was that worry was created out of thin air for the joke, saying they're afraid he'll have tacochardia. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, there's always the possibility also that he could always write an executive order banning acronyms that hurt his widow feelings. Or he could be a burrito. They fold easily. Just trying to remember random things. All right. He's bigly mad, but is this really going to cause? All right, it's not helping. And he lives on the drama triangle. Joyce, you could ask again, please, during a break between questions. Thank you. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune, which is he's just on this constant slog of anger and stress, sleepless nights, Nine of Swords, Page of Cups. It's childishness. Then we have Five of Swords, which is adding insult to injury. So there's your insult. And then Two of Pentacles, which is he's on kind of shaky ground health-wise. The card for the reading is the High Priestess. So we're talking about, I mean, come on. He has health issues we don't know about. So, you doing okay? All right. So, yeah. But I don't want bad things to happen to him. I really don't. Because I do not want him to be a martyr, and I don't wish that kind of stuff on anybody. I don't think there should be any violence in politics. So, but make no mistake, I think longtime viewers may have an inkling that I despise the man. All right, so yes, Beekeeper's Tarot. He's on shaky ground because of his lifestyle decisions. Yes. And where was it up here? There was I'm sorry, I missed it. There was another question. In just a random question in the chat. It was a question about my other cat, Alfie, Bravestar Alfred, a pumpkin. The orange cat, you see, the redhead. He got out, yes. One of the times that I was not here was because he got out, and we didn't know it at the time, but he got himself, don't know how, but he really got himself locked in a car that was in storage. But luckily, one of my sisters found him. So, wow. Anyway, but the question was, has Boo Boo ever gotten out? Okay, here's the thing. Back when I first moved here, in the mornings I would go out on the driveway at the back of the house, and I would just kind of walk in a figure eight, just get lots of steps in, think through what I was going to do with the day. And back then I had a tracker on Alfie's collar that I would put on him before he would come out with me. And that's the only reason I felt okay letting him out even now and then, as long as he had that great big tracker on. And but sometimes would be out there, Boo Boo would come to the door, and it'd step out, and it'd stand there by the door, and it'd be like, "Why are we out here? Well, this is nice. This is fun. Can we go in now?" Because I call them brothers, they're actually from two wildly different, they're about a year apart, and they're from wildly different situations. Alfie was horribly mistreated by literally an evil stepmother who married into the family and then just started abusing him horribly, which is why he's not the cuddly type. But Boo Boo was abandoned. He was found on Bailey Street, which is how he got his name. And that's why there's a great big clock I have in my little excuse for a kitchen, and it says on it Bailey Street, which is why I chose that clock. It's like, no, I have to have that one. So he was hungry. He was less than a year old, and he was just there and alone and hungry. And so for the first number of years of his life, he was like a vacuum cleaner. Anything that hit the floor, he'd eat. But over time, now he's good. So, but no, Alfie for years now, he's had brushings and fresh food and water and clean, soft beds. And so I think he's doing okay. He gets lots of attention and kindness. So anyway. All right. So, but no, Alfie's good. Bailey's good. So anyway, all right. And what did Lois say? Sorry. How do tacos say grace? Let us pray. It's that kind of day. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Let's move on to Claude had a question about the tourist industry, because we know things are not great, which is sad, because there are people who they've built their livelihood on that, and then along comes a dumpster fire. So a survey conducted in late February revealed that among the 32% of Canadians planning to travel to the U.S. in 2025, 56% of them had canceled or changed their trip in favor of another destination. And another 26% of that percentage were considering changing their plans. What will be the trend for the summer season? What impact will this have on the U.S. tourism industry? Bad. Not good. Whew. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I wish you could have met my Nick. My good Nick. Anyway. Tourism. No, it's MAGA getting in the way. This selfish blankety blank in the White House and his ilk, they don't care. You'd think you would, because don't you run a golf course? But no. This is tourism. This is everybody come by, have a look, take some pictures. Take only pictures, leave only footprints. And it is a huge amount of money. I've seen videos of that people in Europe have made for other Europeans that say, I finally understand why Americans don't know geography, why they don't go anywhere. It's because they don't need to, because they have all of these different climates and different types of things all over their own country. Yes. Although we should be better, overall, we should be better at geography. But no, this tourism and all that money, yeah, it's being blocked by Trump's ilk, getting in the way. I am really hoping that the courts stick to stopping these random tariffs, because I really have trouble. I haven't looked at it, but I have trouble believing that MAGA that the Republicans in Congress are going to be like, sure, let's put in all these crazy tariffs. So I'm hoping that there's no more of that, because prices are already too high and there are too many people hurting. But the economy, tourism, they're in the way. Wands are MAGA. There they are, throwing everything they have at this, all of the stupid ideas. I don't know who taught Dumpy the word mandate. Oh, I just won such a huge amount. No, you didn't. You barely won. And debatable. But no, you barely won. Even just with the numbers we have. But oh no, I can do anything I want. Take it in the way. Do you know how many new jobs we were creating all the time under Biden? Seriously? How it was the Democrats who got us out of the catastrophe of the my brain's saying plague. No, not quite, but that's not helpful, brain. Yeah, the problem we had, but who on earth would believe him when he said he was going to lower grocery prices, and then he got in and was like, no, I can't do that. Oh well, they're going to get in the way. But fingers crossed. Pandemic, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm hoping. I'm just concerned about the astrology going on. So, of the outer planets, Pluto's in its new sign. It's retrograding, but it won't retrograde out, so it's in Aquarius now. So we get Pluto digging up everything to do with technology, humanitarianism, and rebellion. Last time Pluto was in Aquarius was the American Revolution and the French Revolution. Yeah. We're sick to death of all of the wealth going to the top and a handful of people, unelected people who have stupid amounts of money, having all of this power. Bernie's asking, what is your concern with astrology now? No, we're just counting down until all of the outer planets have changed signs, which is happening within this time period, very short time period. I want to say it's less than a year. Within less than a year, you have every planet beyond Mars changing signs, and Mars, of course, is changing signs all the time. But yeah, all of them changing signs and being in aspect to each other. Massive astrological energy. Massive. I'm just sitting here, it's like, okay. And every time that another one changes signs, every time they go stationary, before or after they retrograde, and it gets really, really strong, it's like, so, hang on, there's my. So you are aware, we're in June, It's hard to see, but I've put these little stars. So in just under a week, on the 9th, we have Jupiter that's going to change signs and go into Cancer. But the big one we're waiting for is July 7th. That's when we get the final one. That's Uranus changing signs into Gemini. And so right around here, beginning of July, all the outer planets will be in new signs and aspecting each other, basically. So it's a lot. It's going to be a lot of energy, and buckle up. So we'll just have to wait and see how it manifests itself. I mean, we can make guesses, but when you make guesses, it's usually based on what has happened before. And this is so many things happening at the same time that we're not entirely sure how it's going to manifest itself. The only bit of good news, the good news here, is that at least those outer planets are in a good aspect to each other. But yeah, Uranus. Oh yeah. Yeah, so everything's changing signs. Mars, Jupiter, Mars, of course. Jupiter, Saturn just changed signs. Uranus, July 7th. Neptune happened recently, a few months ago. And Pluto, which was in the latter quarter of last year. I have to go back and look. But July 70 says Uranus into Gemini will lead to fraught communications. And it's Uranus rules technology. The one thing I personally am, if I was a betting woman, if there was one thing where I had to say, what is the big thing that's going to happen and going to come from this, it's AI. I mean, we could have guessed that when Pluto just went into and started digging into Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, which is about technology and humanitarianism and all of this. It was, okay, yeah, AI. But with all of these outer planets doing what they're doing, oh yeah. I just really hope that we can get through the next 5 years without conflict, without armed conflict. So it's just fingers crossed. Then again, don't we feel that way all the time? Okay. Mr. Dill says Susan Chin is confused. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. Oh, I don't understand how planets can change signs. Very confused on this point. It's just where they are in the sky. I don't actually think I've got this. Yes, I do. This is the basic chart. Each wedge, where the Earth in the center, and then each sign is. They talk about constellations in each of these areas of the sky, but these different constellation or these different sections of the sky. Those are the signs. Those are. There's a ram constellation here in Aries. Its symbol, Aries symbol, is the ram. And then over thousands and thousands of years, we've pieced together what this means through long-term observation. So that is what that is. All right, so let's move on. Claude says, what kind of trend for also the summer season, but this time the rest of the world? Let's look, 40, 50. Okay. Okay. Veronica says, I didn't know the center was Earth. Oh, okay. Well, just letting you know, Astrogravics is scheduled to come out at the end of August. So, very end of August. So, not everybody will be able to afford that, but I've worked for years on this thing. Anyway, okay. Moving on to the summer. Let's just have a quick look at the summer. Oh, I'm glad, Veronica. Oh, summer 2025. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm glad I could help. If it helps, Western astrology, we are looking down. That's technically that's the North Pole. Excuse me. But you will find that in those the astrology that kind of developed more in the lower hemisphere, it tends to be the other way, but not always. Anyway. Summer 2025. More of the same. Be sensible, please. Tony Clifton's asking, is summer going to be Tacalicious? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Be sensible. Seriously, be sensible. Yeah, I mean, this is we're just getting by best we can. There's Mr. Misery in the middle doing stupid stuff, aggressive, super stuff, and we're all suffering under the creaking weight of his policies. Yeah. So the good news is I'm not getting, but it doesn't mean nothing bad's going to happen, to be honest. What it means is maybe we're going to get with more localized problems, like the storms. So, yeah, it's not going to be grand. Let's just take a sip of your tea. Sorry about that. Just because this Earth does have a sign, I don't remember what it is. No. Earth will have a sign when we go to other planets, but it's going to be a long time until we know what it means. Yes, Dorinda, taco vicious, not tacalicious. I love that. Yes, Bernie, the good news is the judiciary is fighting back. True. All right, Sarah sent me Oh, okay. This is interesting. All right, Sarah just sent me a yes, Bernie, there are Earth signs, but that's not quite the same thing as the Earth itself having a sign. Anyway. Okay. 44. DHS will be out of money by July. Noem, in Congress, Noem has been dressed down for illegal violations of bipartisan laws. Sarah just sent this to me. Violations bipartisan laws. And she just has to sit there and take it. Oh, there's a video. Okay. Dark movement important. The sign of the earth is a circle quartered by a cross. The symbol for the earth, yes. Yes. Okay. DHS will be out of money by July. Really? You don't say. So cruelty is expensive? Let's see here. Yoga Scroll says, I thought this this symbol for Earth was a triangle with a circle above it. That's Stargate. Yes. That's not. All right. All right, DHS, out of money by July. So what happens? Do they not? They have to. I'm so sorry. They can't be cruel. They have to stop what they're doing. I don't know what's going on. DHS. Well, these are the people who are trying to protect migrants who are here legally. They've been walking away, but states, sanctuary cities, you name it, just good people have been trying to help those who are here legally. American citizens, hello. Page of Swords. This is just bullying, hurting the weakest. Apparently, Nazi Ferratu, Stephen Miller, has been, not surprisingly, shrieking at a level that only dogs could hear, because ICE hasn't been as awful as he wants it to be. Although, could it ever? This is Democrats. There's a lot of Democratic energy here. So I have to wonder if when DHS starts running out of money, Debsy says, oh, you mean ICE agents won't get their bonuses? Oh. Ooh. Let's have a look at that too. Oof. Yes, Raymond, it's not orange makeup, it's taco seasoning. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be much change. Even once the DHS runs out of money, they're surprised. This administration is terrible with budgets. I know, shocking. They're just out there. There's that's probably Kristi Noem herself. Yeah, with the DEATH card. So yeah, it's Kristi Noem. waiting for their ship to come in, MAGA people, but there's a fool and disappointment. Yeah, there are some things that get harder to do that kind of peter out. You don't say. Oh, I made Laura laugh. Good. All right. And the next question is actually about Kristi Noem at 5040. Kristi Noem's DHS released a list of 500 sanctuary cities recently, but after many of them spoke up, turned out to be pro-MAGA hotspots. The agency has embarrassingly pulled the list. It has been pointed out many times that she seemingly manufactured this list out of thin air. So, Kristi Noem, come on down. She's so vile. She is so deeply, deeply vile. Well, right now, her fate is tied to President Dumpster Fire. Oh yeah, Department of Homeland Security. I feel safer already, don't you? Trying to stir up mess. But right there in the center, that's silence. This is attacking people, but this is legislative or legal silence. There's the emperor, and her fate. It feels like there's rope around this. She's just tied to his fate, and then it ends with a little bit of a celebration. Thank you, Carolyn. Oh, it's huge. Thank you. It really helps. Thank you. Yeah, there's some trouble along the way for her, which is such a shame. She's drawing such positive energy to herself with her kindness, and I can't keep a straight face and say any of that. Whew. Okay, so apparently there's a video where it looks like Chris Murphy. It looked like Chris Murphy, I guess, reading her the riot act. So if you're interested, that's out there. Might cheer you up a little. Okay. And what else have we got? All right. Some of these I am going to roll over to tomorrow. But right now, at 53:35, this is interesting. Longtime viewers know I am no fan of Amy Coney Barrett. Not even a little. However, after she honed in on taking away women's rights, since then she's had, I don't know, moments where she wasn't awful. It's very strange. Well, apparently, both Trump and MAGA are completely turning on her, with some going as far to call her a DEI appointee. You mean the person put in by the Orange Fuhrer? She was put in by your guy. Or in this case, you, Orange Fuhrer. But now she's a DEI hire that you put in. Okay. Anyway, will this bite MAGA, Trump and his ilk? Will this bite them in the rear end? Going considering the sheer amount of stuff that's going to the Supreme Court. Amy Coney Barrett. Well, it was your plan. There she is, Queen of Swords, and there's the Trumper tantrums, adding insult to injury. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. They have to blame somebody, so of course they're going to blame the woman. Yeah, this is what they do. The misogyny, the yeah, surprise. That's one of the hardest things we're going through right now. Is things are definitely, the system is definitely, a big chunks of the system are definitely holding, which is great. But we're still kind of in the middle of this, and we're going to be in this for a while. Yeah, there's going to be more grift. Actually, I should do 5620. Reading for us. We know there's more grift going on. Democrats are stepping up wherever we can. I do have a tower in the middle with the King of Swords, which that makes me wonder if something's going to come out or something's going to happen. Something big that the law or legislators get involved in. So let me see if I can get any more information on that. But the fact is, Democrats, we're still here. I understand there are some people who left the country. There are some people who are much safer. And as a white woman, I can't say to anybody, oh, you shouldn't leave the country, or call them names or anything. That's not fair. And I've not walked in other people's shoes. They haven't walked in mine. But if you can stay, Democrats are still here. And we're still voting. We're still speaking out. We're still... Last day of September 30th, I will have 2,500 videos on this channel. 2,500 videos on this channel. But we're not going anywhere. And yes, we end up the Democrats end up cleaning up the messes left behind by the Republicans over and over and over. But Queen of Pentacles. They're just, red states. That was definitely, oh, thank you, Sandra Lee. Thank you, this kid. Thank you, Sabine. Oh, thank you, Lois. That was very kind of you. Thank you, Lainey. Oh, okay. Cindy Poole was saying if you can move from a red state to a blue state, you might consider it. True. True. She says, I would love to still see you here in your 80s. Let's hope. Let's hope it's an option. We'll see what happens. I love hanging out with you. But Kevin said, hardest working gal on YouTube. Oh, I thank you, Kevin. That's very kind. Oh, thank you, Bernie. Thank you, Maria. I'm sorry, I wasn't fishing for compliments, but thank you. Thank you. It makes me feel good. It warms my heart. I keep getting a lot of energy from or about like Congress. I think some of our focus is going to shift over to Congress. because of President Dumpster Fire being blocked, so many of his executive orders being blocked. What can the GOP in Congress actually stomach? Because we know it's not a lot, some of it's just lies. We know that, but we're going to be okay. Yeah, you. How do you feel about green card people leaving? If you need to leave, go. I'm just saying that there are still Democrats here. That's all I was saying. There are still Democrats here, and Democrats clean up the mess. That's what we do. We fix it. So, all right. Thank you. Okay. It's 1:13 p.m. here in Chicago, and at 3 o'clock I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We're going to be productive. And other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow, as always. So hang in there. Please hang in there. We're going to get through this. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. I know sometimes it seems like there aren't, but there are. All right, so hang in there. And yeah, just hang. Sorry, I was distracted. Have a great rest of your day. All right, and I'll see you later. So take care.